くるさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. ジセムさんこんにちは。感じになってる。よいしょ。先生こんにちは、むくるさん。先生です。ちょっと待って、なんで画面切り替わらない？アンドリューさんこんにちは。Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Oh? I wanna change the screen. あ、できた。こんにちは。じゃあ中さんこんにちは。仕事をしているので日本語を勉強できません？ Do you mean like you cannot keep watching this live streaming because you're working right now? Or you mean you don't have any time for learning Japanese because you're busy on work? そう大変だ。I can say just 頑張れ to you. So let's talk about this today. よるみごなさん、こんにちは。こんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. そう、どのさん、さま、おんちゅう、くん、ちゃん。何からいこうかな。The most popular one, I mean, you will use blah blah sang the most when you're not sure which one you should use. 3ちちち like ブラブラッチかな。 So formal. I always mistype formal. ロンドンに行ったことないです。アメリカとアメリカと韓国とバングラデシュだけです。I've been to the US, South Korea, and バングラデシュ。バングラデシュ。ジョーズさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. 〇〇さん、カジュアルくん。You know, it's not really common し。大阪ある。I went to Universal Studio Japan. I think I went to Osaka twice. 3さまおんちゅう どうの？The character's name of my profile picture is Yuzu, and one of her friends called her Yuzuchi. It's like just nickname, doesn't have meaning. I think many young women, young girls sometimes use blah blah chi to make it sound more like cuter. アショクさんこんにちは。ハッピークリスマス。ナマステ。Yes, people sometimes put chi to make it cuter. I watched the video again and took note of the word 観覧車 the video was showing 横浜みなとみらいかなSo the common one is サマ音中どの We use くんusually for boy. To male. I mean, should be boy or someone younger than speaker. And then to a girl. Or younger male, younger female. And san can be used to male and female. I mean, formal expressions are always used to male and female both. 共感がよいしょ俺girls call boys くん I don't think so. Sometimes boys use くん too when they are not get used to. I mean when they are not get closer. アンジェラさんこんにちは。Are there only two of us on YouTube? I guess so. Well, sometimes people just stay without putting on comments. For now, I think only two. Yes. ナズさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. ちょっと下すぎsama. We usually use sama to call a customer client. And then it is used in speaking and email both. なんだ And onju and dono is used almost only in writing. Also imperial family kako-sama. Ah, yes. We put sama after imperial family's name. But the emperor and wife of emperor should be heika. Tenno heika. I'm not sure how to say that in English. Tenno heika. Heika. Majesty. Maybe majesty. 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 Tenno heika. Denka. Highness. 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 Like king or emperor should be heika. And like prince or princess should be highness denka. Is it true that only a man can be the emperor? I thought there was once an empress before. For now, it should be men. But we used to have female emperor, empress. Or do you say empress for female? Yes, there was women. There were empresses in the past. Ancient Japan, more than 1,000 years ago, I think. When was it? I think it's more than almost 2,000 years ago, 1,500 years ago. How did shita become? Yes, you're right. Yes, I've never thought about that. Why did we use shita? It means down. It should be 上 up. Nande? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea why we use shita. Heika. Denka. Why shita? Heika, denka. the 漢字下 down in the word 陛下 and 殿下 means like 下 is us. So their apple. E 陛下 we 漢字 is different と陛下 へ comes from 階段 the stairs and 殿下 殿 comes from 宮殿 宮殿 means like the castle of the imperial family or family of kings, queens, family of emperor, 宮殿. So we are always under the stairs, and up the stairs there is always 陛下 king or emperor. I mean, in Japan, we don't have king or queen. It should be emperor. So we are always under stairs. Under stairs. Under 陛下. You know what I mean? I didn't know that. 陛下. Shita is also give me ください like you know someone who gets something is always lower position. Someone who gives something is always higher position. They have to be appreciated, right? So like ください give me, move the object to the lower or something like that. Make sense? That's interesting. I didn't know that. よいしょ。で、そう。音中 is used in usually we use 音中 to send something to a company, to a group. So when we send something, when we send something, this is postcard, and we use sama here. Sama, can you see this? A little small. Can you see this? sama. So when you know the name who you want to send to, you can use sama, someone's name in sama. And if you are not sure whom you have to send it, you will use onju. So it should be name of the company or the department of the company. Dono is just for 手書き and dono, let me show you how we use dono. Dono is usually used like official documents. なんて言うんだろう。あ、これわかりやすい。when someone higher position to lower position, sometimes we use dono. But I think, I've never used. It's usually used the official documents from the government to someone. I think government usually use dono. I think it's rarely used. They usually use just sama, this one, when they send email or when they sell physical mail. Make sense? So dono is onju and dono is usually used in writing or email or physical mail. In Haneda, they use the whole お客様 after the name. お客様 like アンデル様 or お客様 People usually call someone the surname plus sama when they know the name, and when they are not sure, when they don't know the customer's name, they call just お客様. Like when I was working at Haneda Airport, when I was working at this 案内所, how do you say 案内所? The information clerk. When I was working as the information clerk at the Haneda Airport, I always call customers as お客様 because I was not sure their name, because I was just working as service clerk? No, I mean information clerk. But when I was working for the Japanese language school and when I was talking with someone from another company, I always use blah blah sama, surname plus sama, because I knew their name. Did you speak Ego? Sometimes, you mean at the Haneda Airport, I use Japanese and sometimes 英語 English 時々 but most I was in domestic airport. I mean domestic, how do you say that? Domestic airport? No, how do you say that? Haneda has domestic lines and international lines, and I was in domestic one. How do you call that? Domestic terminal? あ、合ってた。アンドリューさんありがとう。I was in domestic terminal, so mostly I used only Japanese, but there were foreign people too. So sometimes I have to speak in English. But you know, sometimes I tried to communicate with foreign visitors in English, but they don't really understand my English. They don't really speak English or Japanese, neither one. So I had to use just translator. You never talk in English to someone? Oh, but you understand what I say. You can listen, but you don't speak. Lilin-san, konnichiwa. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. Minha-san, konnichiwa. I think the Haneda Gardens is in the domestic terminal side. Haneda Garden? What's that? Ah, Christmas, Kaira. Ni hao. I only chat but never talk. Oe. Haneda Gardens in domestic terminal. You know, I was working at Haneda Airport about 10 years ago, so they changed a lot, I think. Haneda Garden. What's that? Haneda Garden. Haneda Airport Garden. This one? Isn't it international terminal? Oh, I'm not sure, I forgot. I mean, when I was working for Haneda Airport, I always had to... I used to memorize almost all shops of the Haneda Airport, because I had to answer when the visitors asked me. I mean, I had to be able to answer whatever they asked, whatever they want to know, but I forgot everything. Ayusha-san, konnichiwa. But I went there right after arriving from the international terminal. Okay. I don't really remember. Did you enjoy it? They have so many types of shops, so many kinds of souvenirs in Haneda. I sometimes look around before or after my work. After that, can you talk about ikebana? Ikebana? Okay. I can try, but I'm not really sure about ikebana. Which color do you think you can see better? こうする？ピンク。こうするか。いや、暗いか。このぐらいにするか。いや、薄いか。わかんない。ラジオさん、こんにちは。Happy holidays. It's not holiday in Japan though. いけばな。いけばな。いけばな。赤いいと思います。赤そう。Does it make sense to you guys? Do you have any questions about these ones? By the way, we call it as 継承。These kind of words 継承さん、様、音中、殿、陛下、殿下、君、ちゃん or like which one? Mr. Miss, Mrs. in English that's 継承ハルディルさん、こんにちは。あ、I forgot to put my link. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. こんにちは。はい、バラさん、こんにちは。So, let's talk about the next topic. 開く、閉じる、開ける、閉める。And I 開く閉じるわかった。開くshould be 開く開く We have three ways to say open and close 開く開く開ける閉まる閉まる閉じる閉める Yes Am I correct? Let's talk about this. Join me dear. Oh, would you like to talk with me? ハルデルさん Would you like to explain about 開く開く開ける閉まる閉じる閉める instead of me? If you want, you can do it. So to open. To close. To どうしようかな。Transitive verb. In intransitive verb, I have to talk about this first. はいバラさんありがとう。クリスマスツリーこんにちは。Intransitive verb. Intransitive verb. 自動詞他動詞自動詞他動詞自動詞 should be like person 違う object がブラブラます。subject should be person がobjectをブラブラます。こうかな。ウェイさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. Like 自動詞、窓が閉まります。ドアが閉まります。なんだスマホが壊れます。他動詞 transitive verb should be person が object をバラバラます。ドアを閉めます。スマホを壊します。So this is 自動詞 intransitive and どうしようかな。ここに書くか。動詞 intransitive verb 分かった。短くしよう。自動詞intransitive verb and which one? 開く自動詞 intransitive verb and also it can be 他動詞that makes you confused and 開ける is 他動詞閉まる自動詞開くじゃない閉じる it can be 自動詞の他動詞閉める is 他動詞automatic しyes you're right like something happened itself something happened by itself. Like スマホが壊れます。スマホを壊しました。壊れました。こうかな。どう薄くするか。ちょっと薄いな。ぐらい。そう、スマホが壊れました。It's like it was broken. My smartphone was broken because it's too old. Or you go outside like while raining or something. It's not really your fault. The reason why your smartphone was broken is not really your fault. But if you say スマホを壊しました, it's like your fault. The reason why the smartphone was broken is you. Your action. Even if it's your mistake. Like you didn't really watching around and you just drop your smartphone. When you try to put your smartphone into your bag and you took kind of mistake and your smartphone just fall down, drop, and it hits the underground. It should be 壊しました。Both? It can be both. Like 壊れました and something happens because of itself or something related to the nature. Out of control. 壊しました。Someone did. ジョシュアさん、こんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. It's N4 or 3, N4? It depends. I mean, it depends on the verb. Sometimes you will use even in N5. But to distinguish intransitive verb and transitive verb should be the end of N5 or N4. I forgot. Let me make sure.動詞、他動詞。Oh, it's N5. 開く、あ、そうそうそう。So let me continue this. で、開くへの閉じる They are usually used as transitive verb. もうアマンさんこんにちは。 なんだろうな。So what you have to make sure is when we use aku and when we use hiraku as in transitive verb and when we use akeru and hiraku as transitive verb, right? When you will teach info, I just answered the listener's question. I mean viewer's question. ファラさんこんにちは。Today's topics, I mean, what I was asked for today is this. And I just answer viewers' questions. Conjugation and grammar are always difficult to me, no matter. I had grammar of French. It's so complicated. But you can speak French. Such a one of the hardest language. そう、開く We use 開く and 開ける usually for doors or 窓 window doors and 窓windows I mean not only doors and windows though we often use 開く and 開ける for doors and windows でハナンさんこんにちは。The French rules are so difficult and it didn't make sense. Didn't make sense even to you? Boriさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. キッキーさんこんにちは。私の前髪がおかしい。こう。And we usually use 開く for something opens except doors and windows like 傘 Do you guys know what the casa is? Casa That's umbrella Oh, 花 flower I mean, we use 開く and 閉じる for doors too. But it's like it's rare. Only doors on train, I think. The announcement on the train says ドアが開きます The door opens Next station is 渋谷 The door on the left side will open. 左のドアが開きます。Something like that. 電車のドア。Doors on trains. But 止まる and 止める sound opposite. For blooming. Ah, yes, blooming. Blooming. 花が開きます。花が閉じます。止まる、止める。止まる is intransitive verb. 止める is transitive verb. Sounds opposite. ハラさんこんにちは。Hello question. How did you show Flickr on top window? I'm using the software Clip Studio Paint. I'm just typing by myself. I just typed. This is the software named Clip Studio Paint. The software to make illustration. But I'm using it as whiteboard during my class. コーテンさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. 止まる、止める sounds opposite. 止まる is stop in stop sign. But 止める is park. 止めるis stop doing that. To park the car, we have another kanji. It should be 止める。We have many kanji for 止める and 止まる。止める。Photoshop? Not Photoshop. It's Clip Studio. I don't think it's famous in other countries. I think it's popular in Japan and Korea. In South Korea. これか。クリップスタジオペイント。It's the app for painting. I'm just using this for whiteboard. Studio Paint. あ、これ。ジョセフさんこんにちは。Cause I like drawing. I like painting, drawing. I like drawing pictures too. That's why I use this. Patricia さんこんにちは。Wacom. It's not Wacom. XP pen. Wacom is so expensive. So I have XP pen. I think it's made in China. It's much cheaper. I mean, it's inexpensive, but you know, the quality is lower than Wacom, I guess, but it still work. It's pretty high quality. Yes, but you showed furigana in one click on top in center. Maybe I don't understand. I just putting. I mean, I just typed furigana out of this screen, and then I just push the enter key to show that. You should make live stream of you drawing. Like when I wanna put, for example, when I wanna put so I'm just not showing this here, but you know, out of this screen I just type furigana of this densha. This is densha for kanji, which means train, and this is how we read this kanji densha. So I just type and then just push the enter key to show this. Does it make sense? Also, do you like drawing, Andrew-san? So this is how we use 開く開く開ける閉まる閉じる閉める. So we don't say 傘が開くを傘を開ける、花が開く花を開ける. We don't say that. 傘が開く傘を開く、花が開く花を開く. For intransitive verb we say が object が blah blah mas. And then for transitive verb we use を object を blah blah mas. 傘が開きます、傘を開きます。花が開きます、花を. You cannot open the flower. We don't say 花を開きます。Makes sense, Faras-san. You draw your profile picture. Oh! You draw that. You drew that by yourself. That's cute. I draw Omochi picture. I mean, this one. Oh, can you see my screen? これね。So, do you guys have any other questions about 開く、開く、開ける、閉まる、閉じる、閉める? かわいいでしょ? And I made the animation of this too. はなさん、こんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. What is the plus again? Plus? In Japanese, 足す? also say マイナス引くかける待って Need more space. Plus. 引くかける割る割るはなさんこんにちは。はんなさんはなさんはんなさんイチェ読めなかった。ムティアラアウグスティンさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. 自動詞プラス他動詞自動詞足す他動詞開く This one? 開く can be 自動詞 and also 他動詞 And when we use 開く as 自動詞 intransitive verb 自動詞 intransitive verb should be が傘が開く花が開く And when we use 開く as transitive verb 他動詞他動詞 transitive verb should be をブラブラます So it should be 傘を開きます Make sense? Patricia さんこんにちは Thank you so much for coming to my live streaming Hi, I have a question Which textbooks do you recommend for beginners? プレイリストさんこんにちは My recommendation is First, I put some videos on my YouTube channel for beginners. Here. That. This is playlist for beginner. Let me change that to English. This one? We can learn some basic phrases on my YouTube channel and also this one. I usually recommend my students to use 丸ごと Name of textbook is 丸ごと It has many pictures and photos so it will really help you to understand. It's good for self-study, I think. They can be either transitive and intransitive. Yes, so if you say 花が花が開きます So it's intransitive verb. And if you say 傘が開きます傘が開きます傘が開きます intransitive verb. That means maybe your umbrella is broken. It opens automatically. Even you didn't touch. It opens. It's broken. 傘が開きます And then if you say 傘を開きます transitive verb. 傘を開きます傘を開きます It means you push the button to open the umbrella. Make sense? ハロさんこんにちは。You're welcome, Patricia さん。I put these videos on YouTube. I mean, the second link is link for my YouTube channel, and I put some basic expressions which help beginners to start with. I mean, it will help you to understand if you watch them before starting learning Japanese with any textbooks. こんにちは、サープガスタボさん。こんにちは、サープ。待って、夏美さん。夏美さんいつの間に来てくれた？気づかなかったよ。言ってよ。言ってよ、夏美さん。Happy Christmas! Happy Holidays! It's not holiday in Japan though. I wonder if there are Keigo books for tourists. We have many kinds of textbooks for Keigo, but I don't think we have Keigo books for tourists. 忙しいのに来てくれた。ありがとう。Oh, thank you so much too, Gustavo-san. Thank you so much for helping me always. 竜巻？竜巻？ Oh, how do you say 竜巻 in English? Typhoon. It's not typhoon. Hurricane. A tornado. Or do you distinguish tornado and hurricane? Hurricane is more scary one, stronger one. 気をつけてね。Twister. I think my gesture was awful. I want to write a book like that. So, there are so many Japanese books for tourists, but usually they avoid telling you how the keigo work, because many Japanese people think foreign tourists don't really need to use keigo correctly. It doesn't have to be polite. Many people think that if they are native Japanese speaker, it has to be keigo. It's strange if they don't use keigo, even they are using Japanese as native language. That's the reason why we don't really have keigo books for tourists. レオネルさんこんにちは。レオネル・ジョバンニさん。プレイリストさんこんにちは。オート2へのデコボコ。So is it okay to erase them? Is it okay? Twister is probably 旋風。I learned something new. Twister is just a nickname for the proper name of tornado. Happy Christmas. I'm going to check out the videos once again. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Patricia-san. Have a good day. Oh, it's a night before Christmas in the US. Happy holidays. Hope to see you soon. 土曜日からずっと雨。ずっと雨。木曜日。停電。それ大変だ。気をつけて。大変。わあ。気をつけてね、なつみさん。早 変だ。Storms that powerful and exciting to watch but very scary to be in. 警報待ちゃ。1週間ずっと雨降ってんの？大変。凹凸。Many people like this 感じ。This one, right? Oh, 凸へのデコボコ。Means like, oh, how do you say that? Laugh, lagged, bumpy, a bumpy. Unevenness. Please stop preparing really early and stay safe. Yes. She has to. そうそう、漢字おもち先生。Yes, this is 漢字 for like laugh, the unevenness. Like For example, like this is デコボト、デコボコ。凹凸、デコボコ is usually used as adjective. Like デコボコした。Noun. It's usually used as adjective. デコボコした。Like デコボコした道。Or something like that. デコボコした。プラスナウン。デコボコした道。Or we also say デコボコデコボコデコボコデコボコのデコボコの道。And we use 凹凸 as なんだろうな。We usually say 凹凸がある、ない。There is like unevenness. For example, so this is 凹凸、デコボコ。It's not flat. Or it doesn't have to be the road. Like 間違えた。This is also デコボコ kind of. It's not flat. デコボコ。 This is でこぼこ。I have my 7-day emergency kit at the door. 7 days? Oh, that's good. I don't know if that style makes the kanji more difficult or unbalanced or warped. I made my first step in Japanese with Ajimil books, and I think you can find it in English. Ajimil books? What's that? Ashimil. What is Ashimil? Ashimil. これ? It's famous in France. So this is 凹凸絵のでこぼこ。よいしょ。凹凸。でこぼこ。Are there only few show powers in Japan? Are there only few only for snow pros? What does pro mean? Pro. What does pro mean? Snow pros? 除雪車かな ?The car for removing snow? Snow Pro? ルビー B さんこんにちは。Snow Pro? 除雪車A car for removing snow. They drive around and move the snow off the road. We don't really have snow pros in Japan. I think. I mean, I'm not sure in Hokkaido, the north part of Japan. You know, I was born and raised in near Tokyo, and I'm currently living in Tokyo, so I'm not really sure how they solve it in winter in the north part of Japan though. So they might have snow pros cars. They definitely need them, but I'm not sure. I think many people do like use scoop, shovel, scoop, like manpower. But it seems they have. It's pictures in Japan. Maybe they have in north part of Japan. I've never seen because I'm in Tokyo. I didn't see any in Sapporo. There might be some in Chitose Airport. The snow melted the next day after snow. I'm sorry, I'm not really sure. Cause, you know, in Tokyo we have snow too, but it's, I think, less than 10 times in a year. or even 5 times in a year. So in Hokkaido, the north part of Japan, Hokkaido, when it snows in Hokkaido, they don't stop. Like the trains doesn't really stop. Almost never stops, even it snows a lot. But in Tokyo, when it snows a lot, they definitely stop the train. Because we don't often have snows in Tokyo. But during winter, they have snow almost every day, I guess. They have snow all the time. They live with snow. So they have the cars, snow plow. Off-san, konnichiwa. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. I was talking about でこぼこ、凹凸。よいしょ。And the snow. Now it's time to talk about love. You're really looking forward to talk about this. 待って、こうか。Do you guys the meaning of あれ Do you guys meaning of 恋への愛 あ、ちょっと待って。Is it red or pink? I'm not sure. Can you see this? ちょっと待って。こうか。こうだ。OK。The differences between 恋 and 愛 difficult. In English, both are translated as love. We slightly distinguish them, like 恋 is to fall in love. What? Why I cannot copy this? Maybe it's the same, but one is Chinese I and the other is Japanese koi. They don't have koi, the kanji koi in Chinese. I think. They don't have this kanji in China. Or they do have. To fall in love. Like start of the love. And I is not only for your boyfriend or girlfriend or partner. It's generally generally it's a feelings to a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or like before becoming boyfriend or girlfriend, even you don't have any relationships, like feeling to 分かった。I'm not sure how to say that in English. 恋愛対象 something romantic object to fall in love with, like a feelings of romantic. Does it make sense? Romantic object, yes. My dictionary says what I want to say is a romantic object in English. object. アスタハさんこんにちは。Talk about the sound. not 漢字。okay. I see. 山田さんヤッホー。あにゃんせよ。はい。家族と一緒にクリスマスのお昼ご飯ピザいいな。あじゆさんこんにちは。ビッキーさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. So, I to treat something, to treat someone something. It's usually family, but it doesn't have to be family. Like to make your feeling to be I needs a little pretty long time. 好き is simply like favorite, favor, prefer, like. So when you start getting interested in someone, I mean, it depends. In my case, I fall in love with men, not women. So when I start loving a man, that's koi. And after a few years, maybe it becomes I. 英語勢強い関係わけ。だいたいいつも英語勢強いよ、山田さん。ごめんね。It looks like some words are spelled with koi and other with I. We just have no the right spelling. It looks like some words are spelled with koi and other with I. We just have no the right spelling. What do you mean? We have to know the right spelling. So maybe it's better to give you some example of using them. 漫画で4分生好きだ。好きです。好きだ。It's 大好き。Used more commonly used than I. 愛してる It's a verb for love. 愛 is noun. 恋への I, a noun. 愛してる is verb, but it's not common. Like, it sounds like poetic. So, the feeling of koi is usually towards to someone you can be boyfriend or girlfriend. I mean, if you are man and if you like women, koi towards to only women. And if you are man and if you are looking for a boyfriend, you feeling of koi always towards to men. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure how to say that in English. I'm not sure how to say that. Preference. Ah, yes. That's koi. So we don't use koi to family. We don't usually say koi to husband or wives. It's only romantic, yes. But rarely we use koi to like object or something. Like when you find it and you feel kind of let me use dictionary. When you feel like destiny, fate, fortune, no, destiny. Koi しちゃったんだ多分気づいてないでしょ懐かしいねサズさんこんにちは Where was that? I was in middle school or even elementary school. Where was that? Maybe 2006 or 7. 懐かしいね This is rare case. What about inbred romance? Inbred? Inbred. 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 幼少期 Inbred romance? What do you mean? Like to the siblings. Sometimes it happen. Both have kokoro. Yes. Koi and I both have kokoro. I was seeing a Japanese video about family and the Japanese teacher said 私たちには子供がいます What does には mean? It means just we have children, we have kids, we sometimes say 私たち私たちは子供がいます It says simply we have children 私たちは子供がいます私たちには is like emphasizing we have Which word would they use? think it can be koi. You know, generally, it's only I. The feelings to siblings, parents, children, grandparents, or any members of family should be I. But there's so many kinds of manga in Japan, which is about like fall in love with their siblings. So how we say I like my mother or sister? I is noun, so the verb form of I is 愛してる。愛しています。愛しています。愛しています。愛している。But oh, you can drop it here in casual speaking. But it sounds really poetic, so it's not really common. We don't really say that. We say just 大好き really like. So when we're gonna say I love you mom, I love you dad, I love you to your friend, family, you can just say 大好き. Many kids says ママ大好き to their mom and パパ大好き to their dad. Make sense? So this is poetic. Poetic. So, Maui san, Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. かわいい。ママ大好き、パパ大好き。What about love for best friends? Should be 大好き, I think. I think it's natural. Like, いつもありがとう、大好き。Thank you so much for always. I really like you. いつもありがとう、大好き。Since we're on loving things, here's a poetic question. How do you say you feel like home in Japan? You feel like home? Does it mean like I feel really comfortable when I'm with you or something like that? What does it mean? Does that mean very comfortable? Chukui san, こんにちは。Chukui san. This place feels like home. We don't have exact word for that, but let's say like落ち着く。落ち着く。 can relieve 安心する。落ち着く、安心する。そばにいると落ち着く、安心する。なんだ。そば means close, near. Like when I'm next to you, when I'm close to you, when I'm staying next to you, I feel comfortable. Relieved. 安心する is relieved. 安心する relieved. Feel at ease. 落ち着く I can calm down. I can calm myself. 落ち着く、安心する、ほっとする。Something like that? I mean, we don't have that expression, the exact translation. This place feels like home. I mean, I can translate it directly, but it sounds unnatural. ずっとそばにいて何の歌それ？サズさん何の歌それ？ずっとそばにいて。なんだそれ？ボア？ずっとか。あ、メリクリね。ボアは歌えない。あ、おい、わかった。KFC and a cake will be eaten. I don't wanna eat KFC for Christmas. Like, I only want to be here cause here means I only want to be here. Let me copy this phrase. これね。居心地いい。あ、居心地がいいも言うかな。Working at KFC had to be nightmare during Christmas. Yes, I guess so. Over 10 years ago, when I was 18 or 19, or when I was 18, when I was working for McDonald's as part-time job, I was so 暇. How do you say 暇 in English? I didn't have anything to do on the Christmas and the night before Christmas. I didn't have anything to do because it was McDonald's. Many people go to KFC for Christmas. Almost no customers. Christmas Eve. Ah, yes, Christmas Eve. 居心地いいも言うかな。あなたのそばにいると落ち着く。あなたのそばは居心地がいい。We can say that は居心地がいいです。 But I mean, when when we say this, it's not like this place, that place. Maybe talking to someone else, anyone else. When you wanna talk to your partner or someone you really like, you would say the place your side, the place near you is relieved or something. So these phrases are used to someone you really like, and this one is used when you wanna describe about your partner to anyone else. Probably not as bad since Japanese are not rude like Americans. Probably not as bad since Japanese are not rude like Americans. Do you think American people are rude? What do you mean? どういうこと？ The customers in the KFC at KFC in American in the US are terrible or something like that. Especially during holidays, Americans are mostly rude. You think so? ありがとう、トナカイ。ムハマドマッカーさん、こんにちは。Namaste. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. So, Colonel Sanders is Santa, yes. それは家 and I don't know how to say looks like, literally translate. それは家 Oh, it is home. それは家 It means like it is home or it is house. あ、フリータイム。あ、暇フリータイムか。ナマステ。リンビーさん、こんにちは。I've heard that when KFC or McDonald's has called hunting promotions, it should be McDonald's. You can get a free meal outside around the benches. That's terrible. Called hunting promotion. I mean, the McDonald's Happy Meal. We say happy set in Japanese, happy set. Maybe it's Happy Meal in the US. Happy Meals, happy set of McDonald's. Like that. I have that Pokemon card. And it's, you know, the toys or cards or something with happy set is for kids, but many adults think they can sell them and they can gain money. So many adults went to McDonald's to get Pokemon cards to sell them, and they just wanted to get cards. They didn't really need meals, so they just threw away on the road. Why do Japanese people give out free paper on the street, and why does nobody take it? Or tissue? It's kind of advertised they give free paper, I mean, it's advertising. Probably they started new business. They opened a shop, restaurant, or something. So they wanna advertise. And if they give paper, some paper is crazy. If they give just paper, people don't really need it. But if they give tissues, people sometimes receive that. That's why sometimes the company decided to give people free tissues. But there are too many people who gives tissues for free. We don't really need it. We can buy it. Make sense? I don't really think. I mean, when I forget to bring tissue and when I wanna... I forgot the word. How do you say that? Island! Come. How do you say that? Come. When I forget... okay. When I forget bring a sneeze, blow. When I wanna blow my nose, but I forgot bringing tissues, I will take that. Christmas tree, ありがとう. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. リースキーさん、リースキーラマダーニさん、こんにちは。スニー。So make sense to you guys? こんにちは。よいしょ。So, do you guys have any other questions about 恋 and I love? 凹凸でこぼこ Did you like it? It's 感じ。風ちょっと強くなってきた？風強いと避難所に逃げるの？凹凸でこぼこ。Many people like it. クリスマスの企画、本当にね。クリスマスイブ、明日クリスマスだもんね、アメリカ。なかなか結構 the same thing. でこぼこ、凹凸 how to write it? なかなか結構 slightly different, I think. And 結構 has two meanings. なかなか結構ジグソーパズルをテトリス。待って、デコボコ You know, I'm not sure how to write it down with handwriting. Let me make sure. ここから何これ、ちょっと待って。I have never written this 漢字。1、2、3、3、ちょっと待って。1、2、3、4、5？ 1、2、3、4、あ、違う。4、5。1、2、3、4、4、5。1、2、3、4、5か。OK。1、2、3、4、5。1、2、3、4、5。はあ。アルファアニメさん、こんにちは。Thank you so much for coming to my live streaming. マルワさん、マルワガッツさん、こんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. I share some tips about Japanese language and culture. Have you ever had to write this one? You know, I think this is first time to write these kanji in my life. So let's talk about the next topic. いけばな？よいしょ。これ？よいしょ。That looks like an arcade joystick. Ah, yes. Do you have any tips for pronouncing 1000円1000円1000円1000円。アビスさん、こんにちは。1000円。1000円。1000円。1000円。The tongue touches 1000円。1000円。1000円。ちょっと待って。こうだ。1000円。こうかな。1000円。sound is like here. 1000円。 1000円 1000円 It touches here like this. Know what I mean? 1000円ジスミさん What would you like to know about 生け花? I mean I don't really know about 生け花 I tried but I don't have much experience and knowledge about 生け花 I know just something general. Can you understand Chinese with Japanese kanji even though the readings are different? Sometimes I can understand what they mean by context. Like when I'm in a bathroom, they have the warning message in Japanese, English, Chinese, and South Korean. You know, in Japan, there are so many Chinese people and many people from China and also South Korea. So in Japan, you usually see the sign in English, Chinese, and South Korean. You see Chinese and South Korea everywhere. I mean, also English. And so sometimes we can understand what the Chinese sentences mean by context or by situation. But mostly we don't. Sen. This is sen. So the sound of 1000円 you open your mouth 1000円 so the shape of your mouth should be same as you keep open your mouth when you pronounce say. This is your mouth. Say. So the 1000円. The last is like this. 1000円. So this and the second is a little different. Even they are written in the same character. Make sense? I am just starting learning Japanese. Can you give me some tips to start speaking a little and to be able to have normal conversation with others? I made some videos for beginners and put them on my YouTube channel. Alpha さん、アルファアニメさん、Can you see this? 遅い。あ、来た。This playlist. You can watch videos for beginners. Hope they help you to understand the basic of Japanese. Like how three Japanese writing systems work. And how we pronounce Japanese or something like that. And also basic expressions of Japanese. So where's JSM さん？あ、いた。Because I like art. Ah, okay. いけばな。I think I cannot talk about Ikebana a lot though. I think tsu is the hardest sound to pronounce. In my class, it's often pronounced as chu. Ah. Many people who speak Vietnamese and Korean, South Korean, they pronounce tsu as chu, tsu, 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 tsu. Tsu, tsu. つつつつつつこうつつつつつつこうかなつつつつ You touch your teeth つつつ You touch your teeth and apple jaw つつつYou touch it and like you touch just for short time. Tsu, tsu, tsu. So it should be like tsu, 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 like that. Does it make sense? Tsu and su sound same to me unless tsukimashita, tsukimashita, tsukim. I'm sorry, I haven't started talking with Ikebana. Pronunciation of tsu and su. I'm sorry, I skipped. Oh, nani? I changed the order. Versus あ、違う、間違えた。こう。つつすすすつつつつつそう。This is tsu. You touch your teeth and upper jaw by your tongue. And su, there's a space, the small space between your tongue and teeth. Can you hear this sound? You touch your teeth. And there's a space between teeth and your tongue. This is a difference between tsu and su. Does it make sense? Soなんてつすすすすすすすすif you struggle with the pronunciation of them when you listen tsu and su, I mean you'll get used to them. You can distinguish them by context. I mean, even native Japanese speakers sometimes can't really listen when they don't speak clearly. You know, even native speakers sometimes don't speak clearly. How do you type 2 with it's DU or ZU. It should be this. I mean, ZU is they are same pronunciation. Z, both z. They are same pronunciation. ヤミさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. Didn't work? Which one? ヤミさんこんにちは。にはお。そう、いけばな。I mean 難しいな。What would you like to know? If you have any specific question about ikebana, I think I can search and then translate it for you though. To explain about ikebana, I don't have enough experience and knowledge of that. Like flower arrangement, Japanese styles flower arrangement. The 2 with 2 points. DU or ZU. 2 with 2 points should be D and a U. If you type D and a U, it's Z. 2 with 2 points. Thank you, ジェリンさん。こんにちは。B さんもこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. なんて What do you think about 漢字？What do you think about 漢字？漢字 for いけばな？ What do you mean? So, いけばな is Japanese styles of flower arrangement. They usually wear kimono and they do that in a Japanese style room. Like this kind of room, and they put the flower on, like, how can I say that, this kind of plate. Or I don't think it's this is ikebana. So they put flowers on this. Kanji, the characters. What do you think about kanji? What do you mean? What would you like to know? use do you like it or not? I don't really like kanji. It's complicated, but we can't understand what we write each other without using kanji, so it's necessary. Necessary? I mean, necessary? Is that correct? We cannot live without kanji in Japan if we use Japanese. I mean, it's not about, I mean, you know, it's not like or dislike or something like that. Like, Jiu-san, you're from Brazil, so like, do you like Brazilian alphabets? What do you think about Brazilian alphabets? Ikebana. So, ikebana, they cut flowers to like make it bitter. It's the same as English, so I didn't think much about it. So, you know, it's kind of annoying when we have to write kanji, so we always forget how to write them. But it's really difficult when when we are asked, what do you think about kanji? Or do you like kanji or something like that? You know, it's kind of part of our life. So, JSM-san, 難しい。What would you like to know about Ikebana? I think I cannot explain about Ikebana more. I'm sorry, JSM-san. I don't have experience and knowledge about them. So I can say this is Japanese styles of flower arrangement. No, I'm sorry, Jessim-san. I think my mother can talk about this more. I will ask my mother. She knows more. Or I will find any friends who can talk about this. Even they don't understand English, I will translate what they say. What do we call the verb groups in Nihongo? What do we call the verb groups in Nihongo? Verb groups? 1グループ、2グループ、3グループ？ごめんね、ジェスイムさん。なかなか結構。一段活用、5段、OK。アイドさん、こんにちは。ジャイム・フセインさん、こんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. Jessim-san, let me ask my mother and friends who experienced Ikebana. 5段活用、上1段活用、下1段活用。もう1段活用。家業変革活用。Oh, I'm not sure. I forgot. 1グループ You know, we have never learned about 1グループ、2グループ、3グループ、グループ1, 2, and 3 in elementary school, middle school, or Japanese education. I heard the name 1グループ、2グループ、3グループ、グループ1, 2, and 3 for the first time when I started learning to be a Japanese language teacher. So, except someone who is working related to Japanese language education for foreigners, nobody knows 1グループ、2グループ、3グループ。My family don't know. I think they have never heard 1グループ、2グループ、3グループ。これ、紙一段活用は、2グループ、下一段活用、2グループ、作業変革活用、作業変革活用、3グループ、It's too complicated if we use 5段活用、上1段活用、下1段活用、家業変革活用、作業変革活動 to teach Japanese language as foreign language. That's why they make it more simple. Does it make sense? So, when should I use aka and when should I use akai? If the e is used to make an adjective, then why the urban legend akamanto is not written as akaimanto? Normally it should be i akaimanto, but when we make it like noun or pronoun, sometimes they drop i to make it simple or because of sounds or rhythm of the words. なかなか結構。So make sense? Also, I think almost all Japanese native speakers don't know JLPT, Japanese Language Proficiency Test, because, you know, we have never taken. I mean, we are not allowed to take JLPT since we are native Japanese speaker. Native speakers can't apply for the test. So if you wanna ask something about Japanese language to native speaker, they don't know the word group 1, 2, and 3. as for groups. You have to be careful. Now, why do you have two groups? Two. American don't know TOEFL and TOEIC either. Yes. 紙一覧活用は、見ます。You have to check the character just before mas. If it's E sound, it should be 紙一覧活用。And if 食べます。If the character just before mas is E sound, should be 下一段活用。And this is 来ます。To come or go. And 作業 this is します。ライフさんこんにちは。アリさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. Do you like Wago, the old Japanese language? Wago, Old Japanese language? Maybe Kogo? 漢語和語保護 This is old Japanese. This kanji means old Japanese. And kango is like, for example, 頭痛 headache. The word made with 漢字頭痛頭が痛い They are same meaning. Both mean just headache 頭が痛い head and painful 頭が痛いです I have headache 頭痛がします I have headache same meaning but this is 漢語 The word made with 漢字 These are 和語 Make sense? So let's talk about the last topic なかなかな結構なんだろうなHarmony language Harmony language Cause wa sometimes means means a harmony too. なかなか結構マミさん What did you ask me about なかなか結構 The differences between なかなか and 結構 I'm sorry I forgot What did you ask me なかなか結構なかなかなかなか is used like pretty well pretty good Pretty good, pretty well, pretty nice. And kekko is also used as pretty blah blah. And also it is used as like no thank you. No thank you. Oh, I'm okay. I'm good. Like なかなか面白い。It's pretty interesting or it's pretty funny. And it can be it can be 結構面白い。Only was Maui speaks who asked the question about なかなかI believe so. Didn't you? When people use なかなか they judge something from like upward 上から目線 I always forget the word for 上から like judging something my phone's gonna die judging something over above seeing something looking at something above or how do you say that so like it sometimes sounds a little rude to use なかなかor 結構but なかなか sounds more rude if you use that to like they think they're above you so like if you say you lesson your Japanese class is なかなか面白い maybe it's a little strange I mean it's like it sometimes makes sense if you are also YouTuber and if you have thousand or million subscribers and you have much experience with streaming or teaching language or something like that maybe you can say Omochi Sensei's Japanese language class is なかなか面白い or something like that なかなか is funny sounds funny なかなか面白い like なかなかおいしいなかなかかわいいなかなかプラスアジェクティブなかなか結構You know what I mean? It's not bad. Yes. They think they're better than they. But you can use なかなか or 結構 when you talk about like Japanese manga or any movies, and when you talk about movies, manga, or dramas with your friends, you can say, なかなか面白かったよ. It was pretty good. It was not bad. Do you know what I mean? But you cannot use なかなか結構 when you talk about something in front of someone who made it. Like if your boyfriend or girlfriend, husband, wife cooked dinner for you, and if you say なかなか美味しいね, doesn't make sense. I mean, some people say that. It happens, but it's so annoying. This is not what you have to say. You have to say just thank you, and you have to say just delicious. You don't have to say, oh, it's not bad. Unless you are a chef, right? You know what I mean? 大丈夫? Does it make sense to you? High horse is a good expression. Get off your high horse. Oh, you say like that? ジョセフさん、こんにちは。If I say One Piece is なかなか people will destroy I think you can say One Piece is なかなか面白い. You have to put adjective after なかなか. Like なかなか means just like pretty. So in English you say pretty good, pretty bad, pretty bad, pretty well, pretty nice, something like that. So make sense? なかなか plus adjective. And then when you wanna say no thank you, I'm okay, I'm good, you can say 結構です. Like when you asked, do you need a bag at the supermarket or convenience store, and then you can say 結構です. Make sense? And なかなか結構 in these cases they are almost same meaning, but なかなか is more rude to say, to judge something, especially in front of someone who made it. If you heard someone say なかなか面白い after you finished cooking, how would you feel it? なかなか面白い means funny or interesting. It doesn't really make sense to judge the dishes. Or maybe sometimes people say 面白い to judge the food that is like something new, not usual, something unusual. Then you can say なかなか面白い, but it doesn't really make sense. If I cooked something and if it's なかなか美味しい, maybe I will hit. If my boyfriend or husband says, oh, your dish is なかなか美味しい, that means like it was pretty better than I expected. I didn't expect. I thought you're not good at cooking, but it's pretty better than I expected, or something like that. I have to hit him. Makes sense? Maybe if you know that you're not good at cooking, it will be compliment. Do you write it as なかなか? I guess so. We don't write it down in kanji. It's always hiragana. Tanda さんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. Oh, that's good. I thought it was bad, but it's good. Yes. I have to hit him. Or I would say, I will never cook for you. Make sense? Now 3時だ。ない。Thank you so much for coming to my live streaming, guys. Now it's almost 3 p.m. in Japan time. It's 2:50 p.m. in Japan. It is 2:50 p.m. in Japan time. It's almost 3 p.m. in Japan. I will be here at 12 p.m. Now it's almost 3 p.m. in Japan. I host this live streaming from 12 p.m. in Japan time. Please check your time zone. I'll be here tomorrow 12 p.m. in Japan time. Now it's almost 3 p.m. in Japan. So, エラさんこんにちは。にはお。Oh, and next week, I'll be not here next week. I mean, from Saturday, December 27th to January 4th, I will just eat, sleep. You know, for Japanese people, the week of New Year's Day is much more important than Christmas. Christmas is not a holiday in Japan, but we usually celebrate New Year's Day and we spend time with our family. So I will be not here next week. I'll be here tomorrow. And the next live stream of tomorrow will be January 5th. Or if I have time, I will do live streaming midnight in Japan time. The daytime live streaming is how can I say that? The daytime live stream in this year is how can I say that? The tomorrow's live streaming, the daytime live streaming in this year will be the last. You know what I mean? I'm not sure how to say that in Japanese. I mean in English. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. ありがとう。See you tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming to my live streaming. See you tomorrow. また明日。ありがとう。バイバイ。